So one phone I've sadly neglected is the Xperia X10. There's no reason why really. I mean, it's a very nice handset. I'm just going to give you a brief overview of it again. We've got the front-facing camera there. We've got the 3 buttons down the bottom. That one takes you into the menu. This one takes you home. We've got the standard sort of Android 3-tabbed screen here, or we can go down here and choose Add. And we can add in shortcuts, widgets, folders and wallpapers. So I can add in a shortcut here to say Google, my inbox, I can sync it in and there it is, pops in there, or I can move it around the screen somewhere. Let's put it there. And we can have back, which takes you back to whatever you were doing before. What I wanted to show you on the Xperia X10 today was the keyboard. A lot of people have been going on about the on-screen keypad, so I'm just going to go into messaging, which sadly I haven't created a shortcut for, but I can go into the programs here, press and hold, and then drag it onto the main screen. So now I have got a messaging button there. Click on messaging. I can compose a message. Now I'm going to be using, this is a standard Android on-screen keyboard here. If you press and hold down here, you can change the input method, and you can choose a standard keyboard that Sony Ericsson have put in, which looks a bit like that. And if that isn't big enough for you, you can rotate the screen around. It will come out like that. And we can see this has got a 1 GHz processor inside this X10, very nippy phone. I haven't had many problems with it, to be honest, apart from, I'll show you something in a minute, but if I type in a word like hello, you can see all the words it's come up with. What are you typing here? I think it might be one of these. Hello. Now if I type hell H by accident, it comes up. But if I type hello and I'm kind of close to the O, so if I type helly, it comes up and says, nah, you mean hello really. So I press space. Now it doesn't sort of correct that. It just lets me type in helly. It thinks, well, tough, you're screwed. So if I type in helly space, you're stuck with helly, which is a little weird. Now on the HTC phones, and I'm sorry to compare it, but if you do type in helly or hell P, or you're near to the letter O, it will autocorrect it for you, but in this case it's not done it. So let's just try that again. Help space. See, that's not autocorrected it, it's just added help into the dictionary. So you do have to actually type in hello, and then see, in this case I've typed in helo, and it's sort of kept it hello space. Or you have to choose the word that you want from these suggestions here. So that's one of my little annoyances. So the keyboard is very good, very usable. The other one is the dialer. If I want to call somebody, let's say I'm calling Dave. Normally on a HTC phone, and again I'm comparing, but the HTC handsets have been using Android and been doing this functionality. I've kind of got used to it, and it's something you enjoy. Like if I type in Dave, imagine I want to call in Dave, I would expect to type D-A-V-E, and it should go through the numbers and find Dave. I would expect that to happen, but instead I have to go into my contacts and then sort of scroll down to Dave and then choose his number. I mean, I can go down here. It is quite nippy, as you can see. Pulls all this data from your online accounts, say Google, etc. The device itself is very nippy indeed. Like I say, we're going to get the HD video recording on here. We've seen the Timescape, the Mediascape functionality on there already. We've got Facebook, got a browser on there. I haven't got any internet connection on this phone at the minute, so I can't show you anything. But as you can see, it's very quick indeed. You can download one of the many thousands of apps from the Android market. The battery life is reasonably okay. If you do hammer it using Wi-Fi, GPS, etc., you're going to find that it drains quite quickly. We've got the voice search functionality from Google, which just allows you to speak your search, just tell it what you want to find. We've got loads of flexibility on the customization. We can change the backdrop to a picture that we've taken. We can choose a certain section of that photo to zoom in on. We can do that and say, right, that's the one I want. I want a picture of my dog, and it will set the wallpaper for you quite quickly thanks to the 1 GHz processor. And there we go, you can see the backdrops change. We can also go into the settings. Unfortunately, I can't adjust the lock screen wallpaper background by the looks of it. I mean, the lock screen you may have seen is quite funky. We've got this sort of swooshy thing. Now the lock screen is now the same as the backdrop, so there doesn't seem to be an opportunity to have a different picture from the lock screen to the backdrop. But you just do this to unlock the screen, which is quite funky. We can change the ringtones here through the sounds and display function. We can have audible ringtones, notification ringtone. Here we go. There's lots to choose from. Usual Sony Ericsson ringtone there. Media volume, you can adjust that up and down. Notification ringtone, that's when you get emails, so you can have there's a wide selection. What else can I show you really quick? Messaging, maps, markets, etc. All very good little applications. But the Sony Ericsson Xperia X10, that is a quick overview of the phone.